The story of Martin Luther King, Jr. is a significant and inspiring one. He was a prominent civil rights leader in the United States, known for his nonviolent activism in the struggle for racial equality. Here is a detailed overview of his life and contributions. Early life. Martin Luther King, Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, to Reverend Martin Luther King, Sr. and Alberta Williams King. He grew up in a religious and politically active family. His father was a Baptist minister, and his mother was a former schoolteacher. Education. 3. King attended segregated public schools in Atlanta and graduated from Booker T. Washington High School at the age of 15. He went on to Morehouse College, where he earned a bachelor's degree in sociology in 1948. King pursued theological studies at Crozer Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania, earning a Bachelor of Divinity degree in 1951. He continued his education at Boston University, where he received a doctorate in systematic theology in 1955. Montgomery bus boycott. 7. King's involvement in the civil rights movement gained significant attention when he led the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955 to 1956. The boycott was a response to the arrest of Rosa Parks, who refused to give up her seat to a white person on a segregated bus. The boycott lasted for over a year and ultimately led to a Supreme Court decision desegregating Montgomery's buses. Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC. 9. In 1957, King, along with other civil rights leaders, founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, an organization dedicated to nonviolent direct action and civil disobedience in the struggle for civil rights. Birmingham Campaign. 10. In 1963, King and the SCLC organized a series of protests in Birmingham, Alabama, which became known as the Birmingham Campaign. The nonviolent demonstrations aimed to end segregation and racial discrimination in the city. March on Washington. 11. One of the most iconic moments in King's life and the civil rights movement occurred on August 28, 1963, when he delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. The march drew over 250,000 participants. Civil Rights Act and Voting Rights Act. 12. King's efforts, along with the tireless work of many others, led to the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited racial segregation and discrimination. He continued to advocate for voting rights and played a key role in the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which aimed to eliminate racial discrimination in voting. Nobel Peace Prize. 14. In 1964, Martin Luther King, Jr. was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his commitment to nonviolent activism in the struggle for civil rights. Later years. 15. King's work extended beyond civil rights, addressing issues of poverty and the Vietnam War. He believed that social justice and peace were interconnected. Assassination. 16. Tragically, on April 4, 1968, Martin Luther King, Jr. was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee, while standing on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel. His death led to widespread grief and outrage across the United States. Legacy. 17. Martin Luther King, Jr.'s legacy is marked by his commitment to nonviolent protest and civil disobedience, which played a pivotal role in advancing the civil rights movement in the United States. He is remembered as a symbol of hope, unity, and the ongoing struggle for racial equality. Martin Luther King, Jr. Day is celebrated annually in the United States in his honor, and his speeches and writings continue to inspire people around the world. Martin Luther King, Jr.'s life and work have left an indelible mark on the quest for civil rights, equality, and justice in America and beyond.